Buki. Ita Mixkanatani. Good morning. It is almost noontime on Wednesday, the 19th of March, 2025, in the 6th of our 7 winter moons, which this year is Pitaki Sum, the eagle moon. A lot of times that's our 5th moon, but we had a Somitsiki Sum this year, our 13th moon, like a leap year kind of a moon. Comes in the winter, where the eagle moon would normally be. Any case, getting the round started this morning. We have a trap to set over here in Park Royale, and then got to go drop off my roommate's phone to get repaired at a phone shop. He's hopefully getting out of jail on probation soon, and then we gotta go to the dog park, do a few laps there while I practice for tonight, because I am going on stage at Good Times Comedy Club tonight, and I got to get my 5-minute set ready. We're doing things differently tonight than normally. We have a clock on the wall that ticks up from 0 to 5 minutes for us. We each got a 5-minute slot, comedians, and but tonight they're doing it the other way around. They're starting at 5 minutes and it's ticking down to 0, and then it has a buzzer when it gets to the 0. So trying to make us tighten up our 5-minute slots and not be going 5:30, 6 minutes and that kind of thing. But that means I really got to work on mine and make sure it's tight. So I plan to do a little bit of that at the dog park, and just figured we get the camera rolling, see where the round takes us. This is a property I'm pulling up to now. This is a property that we caught a skunk at maybe a week or so ago, and they still believe that they have more animals under their shed, and so I'm here to set up another trap for them. Show you the situation here, and then I've got a little bit of footage from the past week or two. Might even have the skunk footage from this residence, but I've definitely got porcupine from Riverstone, and at least 1 or 2 other skunks. I'm baiting with fried chicken. I happen to get a bunch of Hutterite fried chicken, and I'm eating some of it and using some of it for bait. Yeah, it's a very nice house. This house. Back here, they got a couple of sheds. It's this far one that seems to be having the skunk issues, but yeah, I can smell skunk right now, so he's still got a problem here. Let's set up the trap. A little bit trigger happy, this trap. Alright, hopefully that stays up and we catch an animal in the next few days. I need the moolah. My security detail at the grocery store come to an end they're opening the store tomorrow, so they don't need us there overnight anymore. They got cameras and stuff now, and so I gotta wait for whatever's my next regular detail. Meanwhile, I'll do some small little jobs, like on Friday I'm watching a ballroom at a hotel from 8 o'clock until whenever their event is done or something. Next week I got a couple of days guarding a bank downtown, but for the most part, yeah, they need a new contract for something like that grocery store so they can get me back on the regular work. I'm a little bit worried now that, because I thought they were going to put me at this potato farm next, and that contract was going to go for a while, but I guess their work at the potato farm is also done already, so that isn't there. So I kind of have to wait for them to get a new gig in order for me to get a new gig. So meanwhile, I need to make some money. I need to keep the money rolling in because I got bills to pay and things to do. There might be some interesting news coming up the pike. Probably not going to talk about it today because I'm not 100% sure, but maybe on my next video if it turns out to be what we think is going on. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just see where the day takes us, where the round takes us. Maybe it'll be a 2-round video. We'll see. I haven't done just a normal hike around outside for a while, and I would like to do one of those. But I'm headed over to the phone repair shop right now, so on the way there, why don't you have a look at some of the past footage from the last week or two of the animals that I have moved, starting with the river stone porcupine. He went into where?
He came down and he went into here.
Oh, he's in this brush somewhere.
Yeah. So I can see he's been bedding down in here because he's starting to strip all these guys.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I think I reloaded this correctly, and like I said, I put all the other food that he had pulled out.
Yep, that's right.
There.
That's all good.
Yeah, and then probably should close that. Not a big deal. But then I threw apples in there with salt.
All right.
I assume he's in there. I haven't seen any.
That's all looking good. In here. I don't know.
You hiding in there?
I don't know. See if there's any porcupine trail out of there.
I didn't see anything.
Nothing fresh, eh?
Last time he came, you can see the tracks back and forth right here.
Yeah.
And that's the last time I saw him. I didn't see him come out any way over here.
Well, if he's in there, he's pretty hidden.
Yeah.
Let me poke around maybe.
Well, I got a zip. I'm going back here and going in.
Yeah, no worries. I'll message you about what happens.
Good luck.
Yeah. I am not seeing an animal in here. Hey there. Where you going? You trying to get out that way? That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. You pull yourself back in there. You better get back in there. Get back in. No, stay here, you guys. My big dogs. Sounds like they got a rabbit trap. And they've got it caught in a rabbit trap. So I'm gonna need my tarp. Where is my tarp? It's probably been a while. Use one of these gunnies. Probably it's a little small though. I don't see my tarp. That's the tarp. No, that's not the tarp. Fuck. Do I not have a tarp in here? That sucks. Alright, I'm gonna use one of these gunnies. Pray for the best. Yeah, shit. Alright. Oh, hello.
I've had rabbit problems,
Yeah.
but I wasn't expecting to find this in here. He's in the back corner, and I'm sorry it's dogs around there that didn't get to that spot yesterday.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah. Hey, skunky. That sprayed. Nice. Could feel the mist on my hand. Well, I'll definitely need a shower before I go work at the grocery store. Alright, we'll go to Indian Battle Park and drop this guy off. Yeah, the weather has been nice for a good week now. Nice enough that snakes could be even coming out. It's possible. Of course, the river ice is broken up. A lot of it anyway. We'll take a look at the river when we get there. No snow or anything on the ground in here. here. This looks like a good place. Fuck. Of course the cookie's all messed up on it. There we go. There you go, Skunky. Yeah, back up. Back up. I know that's against your skunk defense rule, but there you go. Got this cold over the winter, this chest cold, and it sinus and chest, and it still has a little bit bothering me, you know. Still got the cough, so, and I got a little pain in my chest from, I think, my rib muscles from coughing so deeply so often, you know. I don't know. It's all survivable. Yeah, that porcupine that I worked with at Riverstone was pretty small. Normally I take quills from the porcupines that I pick up. I'll extract some quills as part of their payment and sell those. I sell quills to artists for basically about what is it, $5 for a pack of 25. So about 20 cents a quill, something like that. And when I pick up a porcupine, I might get a couple hundred quills, you know. So, but not that one, too small. So the river is ice free now, and the dogs are loving that aspect. Come on, Tay. Hopper's already down there, or was. She might be oh, she ran back up. It's too windy of a day. Too windy of a day to do an outside, you know, trail walk or a nature hike or anything on video. So I'm gonna leave that. See how it is tomorrow, maybe. Right out in the water. I don't know if Taylor wants to get wet. She's a little bit more chilled. It is over 0 degrees today. I think right now it's about 5 or 6 degrees probably. Yeah, Hopper's loving this open river water. What is it? What is it, Hopper? You guys go see Tay? It's just a rock course. Yeah, so I'll save the hike for tomorrow. Right now on my walk here, I'm just gonna practice a little bit for tonight. Rehearsal, so to speak, for my stand-up tonight. Try to get that 5-minute mark and then head home. I don't know what we'll have going on this afternoon at home, but we'll see. We'll see where the day takes us and where it goes tomorrow. It's actually Friday morning now. Continuing on in this video. What is that, Tay? Did you investigate? Is it too deep or? It's just a piece of wood, but she's never seen it before. I'm sure you're hearing a lot of wind. There's a bit of wind this morning. It's pretty hard to find a not windy Alberta day. But not too much wind this morning. Come on, girls. See that pair of geese out there? It's a beaver lodge against that shore. There's a pair of geese, and that is basically the sign of the times. We are moving into the nesting period here right away. Like, I think was last night the equinox? Anyway, we're at the equinox, and it's typically the full moon after the equinox when you get the egg laying. But I don't think these geese are going to wait up for that full moon. I think they're going to go maybe even start in the next week or so to lay their eggs. Okay, and then we're going to move into Saaki, the duck moon. And yeah, it's usually the full moon of the duck moon when they lay their eggs. But like I'm saying, I think just when we get into the lunar cycle, they're gonna start. These dogs are loving it out here. I ended up working another shift at the grocery store Wednesday night. I did go that night and do my comedy set. In fact, why don't I show you my oh wait, I'll show you my comedy set in a minute, but I think this is funny in itself, right? Okay, so this is obviously this horse shit along the trail, right? And I think it's funny, first of all, that a park like this is labeled an equestrian park for horses, but unlike in dog parks where you got to pick up your dog's shit, horses, you're just allowed to fucking shit right on the path, you know, and just leave it. It's like nobody cleans up their horse's shit, right? Not that I think you should. I think it's fucking weird that we do that with dog shit. I mean, we didn't do that when I was growing up. That was a thing that manifested out of the public interest to not have a lot of dog shit around, hey? You remember those days, like, if you're anywhere near as old as me, you remember those days when you were outside and doing whatever, and you fucking came, you know, you fucking realized that you got dog shit on your shoe, you know? And it's fucking stinking, and maybe you've tracked it into the house, who knows? Right? Those were the good old days, though, you know? You gotta watch out for the shit. Sorry. Should we look at the river, girls? Well, what'd you find there? A wing, hey? Somebody's wingtip. Let's go look at the river. Yeah, I apologize for the wind. Like I say, it's hard to find a not windy day in Alberta. Like yesterday would have been good, but I was out of commission because I ended up, my buddy Eddie Eduardo, my buddy slash supervisor at the security outfit that I'm working for, he was going to work the no frills that night, but he wasn't feeling good. So he's like, can you come from 1 o'clock and work until 8 o'clock in the morning? So that's what I did. Oh, yeah, we got a beaver drag right here. Probably those beavers all the way at that little pond come through here. Or I'm being retarded. There must be a pair of beavers on this river here, on this river stretch that are gathering from here. Yeah, that makes more sense than why would beavers come from the pond over to the river? They're not gathering this shit at the river. Yeah, I'm retarded. Anyway, but the beavers have been working. Hey, my girls. I love these dogs. Hopper's got a shitty butt. Clean your butt. Clean your butt, Hopper. She looks like she's been pooping guts. It's gross. I don't know what's going on with her digestion. But one of these dogs ate a chocolate Easter egg the other day, so wouldn't be surprised if that was Hopper, and if that's the reason for her shit guts, or gut shits, or whatever they're called. Like, they look like stringy guts coming out of her ass, and her ass is all fucking messed up because she's got it smeared on there. She hasn't sat down and wiped her bum. Look at that. Hey, dogs aren't supposed to have shitty bums. Me see and all that. Fucker, you can't get in the truck like that. Wipe your ass. Yeah, so the other thing that I find funny is that this is in a equestrian park. Like, you can take your horses and shit through here, but it's really not set aside as a off-leash dog park. You're allowed to have your dogs here on leash. But it's kind of like almost an unwritten agreement for park users here that if your dogs are cool, they can be off leash here, you know, if they're not gonna bother people or what have you. Not that my dogs don't bother people, but I'm just looking at all this mullein that's growing in here. There's a big mullein garden right here, which I hope nobody wipes out because they consider it to be an invasive weed, because it grows well in agriculturally disturbed lands. That's what it all always boils down to. What's disturbing agriculture? That's the invasive. Kill it. And let's just plant brome grass all through the coulees. Everything you see here is brome grass that is not native to here, but that's okay. That's alright, because brome is not invading the farm fields. But mullein, we gotta chop that shit out, you know? Yeah, right. But it's a cough medicine, you know? It's a cough medicine and smoking additive if you want to, like, make a tobacco mix and shit. It's supposed to be good for your lungs. But yeah, you can take horses and stuff through here, no problem, but you're not supposed to have your dogs off leash. And so today, when I pulled in here, where I intended to start off our walk, I let the dogs out the truck and they went running over to meet this other dog that was on a leash. And as they're running over, the woman is just screaming, ah, like they're attacking or something. They're just fucking being dogs. She's yelling at me, this is not an off-leash park, you know? And so I was mad, you know? I called the girls back, got them in the truck, pulling out. I was like, fuck you. You're the one that should be on the leash, stupid monkey, you know? Because really, like, fuck. She doesn't even know enough about dogs to be able to read dog body language. And she's a dog owner. She shouldn't even have a dog. She's not awake enough, you know, in my opinion. But I'm a dog person. I've always had dogs. It's nice to have a big dog again, Taylor. In fact, Taylor's got a new boyfriend. My buddy, Bishop. He just got a male puppy. In fact, maybe we'll go visit that male on the way home. Taylor, hey, my girl, do you want to go visit your future husband? You want to go meet him? What do you find here? We'll go meet him on the way home. Hey, Taylor, finest of the women I've ever lived with. Oh shit. Yeah, it's taking a stroll through. This is the only, like, Lethbridge doesn't have an off-leash dog park that includes forest, you know? This is the only place that I can feel comfortable bringing them to run around in the forest. I mean, the next best one is probably Cottonwood, you know, but again, it's designated no dogs at Cottonwood, not even leashed. So, I don't know. I think we need to change some designations. Dogs are part of the human experience, and they were, you know, in the Blackfoot stories, dogs came about at the same time as the treaty with the animals, the origin of the beaver bundle. That's when dogs were introduced. So they were brought by the Morning Star. So, and that's significant because the Morning Star is like the go-between, you know. Dogs are sacred, I should say. Ikatoapi. Ikatoaps. Taylor, Hopper. She got part of a bird corpse in her mouth. Why are you messing with that dead goose? You know it died of fucking avian flu. She don't care. She's been okay. She's eaten avian flu kills before and not had any problems, so. Yeah. Oh yeah, I promised that I would show you my comedy set. Here, watch that, and then we'll go visit Taylor's future husband. Oh, my time is going. So I'm Ryan, I'm better known as the Rattlesnake Wrangler. And I'm looking for, where are the uncles in the room tonight? Any uncle? Don't hesitate. You guys are uncles, right? I'm not going to ask you what you did in service of that title or anything. But I want to share, you know, as a fellow uncle, you know, by this point in my own development, I kind of feel like you haven't really manifested your whole uncle experience yet until you've had something happen like where you have a nephew come up to you and ask if you're going to be his new daddy. That happened to me last year. Now I'm the father of 3 boys. Yeah, there's levels to the uncling thing. And if you look at that nephew's phone, my oldest son, if you look at yeah, I'm Uncle Daddy now. If you look at his phone under the contacts and you look up my phone number, you'll find my name under his contacts is Daddy's or Mommy's BF number 2. My youngest son, my youngest boy, might very well be my own biological abomination. I'm not entirely sure. We don't have like a paternity test or anything, but the dates for the pregnancy and everything pretty much line up. And and he's a pale face like me. And we got a lot of other shared characteristics, like he's got a weird shaped head. Barely any teeth. He staggers around too much when he tries to walk, you know. He's always crying for a bottle. It's my boy. My boy Ilya is his name. Ilya is an acronym for I love you always. And by most people's reckoning, Ilya turned 1 year old in January, mid-January this last year. And but I look at him and I think he's 2, because I kind of believe that when you're born, that day that you're born, that is like literally your birthday. 1, hey, and then you take a trip around the sun, you do a revolution, come all the way back around to the same place in the sky again, and that same date, you're there again. That's your second visit. That's 2, you're 2, right? That's how I look at it, but I've been told that my way of reckoning age is really perverted. So we're sticking with Ilya's just 1. And as a 1-year-old, he has excuses for a lot of those traits, a lot more excuses than I have for those traits that I was talking about, except for the weird shaped head thing, right? And truth be told, he doesn't have the same weird shaped head that I got. Like, my weird shape is all about this prognathic, occipital, alien, you know, bulge in the back. But Ilya's head is square, like fucking square. He's built like a Lego man. It's just like a block sitting on top of a couple shoulders, no neck, and it's big, cute, you know, baby smile. And a lot of times he'll sit at the end of our bed and he'll rock and he'll be banging his head against the wall. And sometimes the side of his head, he'll bang against the wall, and he'll just be grinning and giggling and shit. And his mom will tell me, I think that's why he's got that square head. But I think it's deeper at that, because I know on her side of the family, if you go back not very far, Ilya's great grandma and grandpa are actually like Salish flathead, hey? So it's right there in the name, right? Those people used to bind their babies' heads, right, front and back, with boards to make them cone shape. And I think Ilya's got a latent gene in him, and he's trying to get that back. And I don't think it's going to happen, but I got to give it to him, because there's not a lot of young people out there into their heritage so much they're going to try to get back that cone head. That's my time. I'm sorry. Thanks for indulging me.
Thank you. Brian the Snake Guy, everyone.
lodge right here. Yeah, California gulls and ring-billed gulls come back. That means the eggs are coming really soon. 'Cause that's what they're here to feast on. Obviously, we're still at the river. Yeah, I showed you those gulls. The comedy set. The comedy set, by the way, the audience there was like 10 people, maybe. And only the comedians who performed were there. There wasn't like a audience of other comedians, as there sometimes is. So it was a very close show. Like, even at the beginning, Megan was the one that opened it. She was one of the hosts, and the one that came up and grabbed the microphone from me at the end. And she kind of like waited. She's like, fuck, because we had a table with 4 people who were there, and then they left to go have a smoke or something, and she's like, and it was time for the show. Like, the lead-in song had played and everything, and she was up there on the stage, and she's like, should I just wait for them? It's like, I think so, because like, what are we gonna do? Nobody was there. So even though I didn't get a lot of laughs, I feel like my set was pretty good. I'd like to try it again. However, I've kind of already set myself a what do you call it? I don't know. I've set myself a standard, I guess I would say, whereby I only tell a joke at Good Times open mic once. You know, I don't want to do the same set again at Good Times. Not that I don't want to do it again, not that I don't want to hone the joke, so to speak, or the jokes. There were a bunch of jokes in my set, but not that I don't want to try to make them work the best they can work, if they're gonna work, and sort out what that's gonna be and what's not gonna work and all that. I want to do all that stuff, but I don't want to do it at Good Times. Like, I've told the joke once there. The comedians and such who were in the house, I even put it out on our group chat, my set. Just what I showed you, I showed them. It's on my TikTok, without the laughs and everything. But I feel like I just want to show it. I just want to do that here once, you know. Some guys, they keep, you know, they use their joke again and again and again and again. I don't want to do that. That's not me, right? There's too much funny stuff in the world to be caught up on honing one joke. I want to move on, develop a new set, you know, another 5 minutes and what have you, and I can do that. I think I can do that on a weekly basis even, but there's so much funny shit in the world, you know. But I definitely want to get up there on that stage about once a month. Now, I heard that the Slice downtown in Lethbridge is going to have an open mic stand-up twice a month at 7 o'clock on Wednesday nights. That's the same time as at Good Times. And it's hosted by comedians who've been working and training at Good Times. And I don't know what's going on there. If we're just not going to have a show twice a month at Good Times, if it's just going to be happening at the Slice or what. I got to kind of check into that, but I'd be willing to do my set again at the Slice. So that wouldn't break my rule. But I don't think I'll do it again in Good Times. Lots of other regional comedy clubs, and I just feel like if I'm gonna do something again at Good Times, it's gonna be for pay, you know. That's my standard. Look how beautiful it is out here. Ryan's World. Thought I might as well show you how my round concludes for the day. I have been here at the Coast Plaza Hotel for the last 5 hours, monitoring these doors, making sure no alcohol goes in or out of these doors, whilst a crazy wedding reception happens over here. And on the other side, there was some kind of a meeting of a Green Acres Holston Club, which I don't know what that means. Like, I was telling Des on the phone, I was like, who are all these people that have these clubs? Because there was a bunch of people here, and she's like, white people. I'm like, yeah, that's a white people thing to have clubs. Not that only white people meet here. I'll show you right now. I wanted to get out of there in case I was losing copyright because of the music in the background, but I'll show you this just for proof that I'm not being biased or anything, you know. Lots of different people meet here. The Blood Tribe Social Development is going to have a meeting here in the Foothills room, I guess probably tomorrow, hey? But, or no, tomorrow's Saturday. That doesn't make any sense at all. Maybe Monday. Maybe they met today. I have no idea. Anyway, this is how I end my round. Hanging out here, making sure that alcohol stays in the ballroom, basically. Doesn't spill out, doesn't come in. It stays right there. That's the job. Until they're ready to be done. It's a wedding reception. I don't know how long. I could be here till 3 a.m. Who knows?